Muy buena gente, bienvenidos de nuevo a Disco Elysium. En el último capítulo estuvimos recorriendo lo que sería el Whirling, eh, haciendo consultas en lo que sería los Hardy, acerca de lo que es la violación y todo eso que estuvo sucediendo con respecto al cadáver a este mercenario, para indagar a ver qué fue lo que sucedió realmente. Llegamos a una cinta que quizás no es el mejor indicativo que tenemos, pero ¿qué se le va a hacer? Tenemos que trabajar con lo que nos dan. Después de eso, sí, tomamos las misiones de Bradley. Al final vamos a intentar recuperar nuestra pistola si es que nos la dan, porque ya veo que estamos haciendo todo esto para él y terminamos siendo su empleado, digamos. Pero bueno, prefiero tomar el riesgo porque fuera de eso el juego no nos está dando muchos indicativos. Así que lo dejamos justo acá, ¿sí? Justo en esta parte. Ah, esto lo tengo abierto porque estaba mirando los otros dos que tenemos, ¿sí? Bueno, el resto no lo podemos ver. Yo creo que vamos a hacer uno más. Uno más. No quiero tener baja autoridad en este momento. Este es más interesante, digamos, porque nos quita umbral de dolor y umbral de dolor no lo estamos usando absolutamente para nada. Así que no nos va a hacer diferencia, digamos. ¿Sí? Así que vamos a agarrar... Ah, no lo puedo. Ah, perfecto. No dije nada. Arrancamos excelentemente. Bien, nos habíamos quedado acá. Estábamos yendo al Día de los Pescadores. Vamos a agarrar botellas. Ah, me puedo meter en esta casa. Vamos a mirar primero por acá. ¿Qué onda? Al otro lado del cristal. Al otro lado del cristal roto. Estantes polvorientos y una silla olvidada. Vamos a chequear un poco todos estos lugares. Una brisa fría basta para hacer que crujan los tablones de la pared. En la tenue luz de la habitación distingues una silla rojo oscuro. Oh, moño. Edad carbón. A ver. Más 2 de teatralidad. Esto que reemplazaría el... Ah, es un moño de... ¿Qué nos da mundo interior? ¿Mundo interior tenemos algo? No. Mundo interior, sinceramente... Bien. Vamos a ponernos el moñito que de paso nos da más teatralidad. Este lo vamos a dejar por el momento. Acá tenemos una nueva postal. Muestra un bosque de chimeneas que liberan gruesas columnas de humo hacia un cielo azul despejado. El matiz de la edad, como el color de los dientes viejos, le da un aspecto enfermizo. Escrita en el dorso hay una única frase que se repite 2 veces. Me largué, me largué. No hay descripción. Ah, un poco de historia, supongo. Voy a poner esto un cachitín más acá porque me sigue molestando. Creo que acá se escucha bien. Ay, perfecto. ¿Yo por qué? No tengo auricular. Bien, ahí no me escuchan. Como tengo el auricular con el micrófono integrado, este constantemente choca contra esto. ¿Sí? No lo quiero sacar porque siento que el sonido se me va a poner más feo de lo que está, considerando el eco y demás. Sonidos de la vida en el norte. Una tabla de lavar limpia la suciedad de la tela. Ah, trabajador. Los arbustos son demasiado gruesos y espinosos como para atravesarlos. Rescoldos carbonizados. Una hoguera improvisada con revistas para alimentarla. ¿Qué es esto? Un banco.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
Sí, lo sé, lo
You
sé.
can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass.
Esto es para pasar el tiempo como lo demás. Si necesitamos pasar el tiempo, todavía tenemos... Esto no sé para qué lo quiero. Pero no lo voy a vender. Estas cosas no voy a vender nada porque supongo que en algo lo usaremos. Si no, bueno. Nos queda el libro de... El hombre de Henson. Punto. Bien, hacemos... Tuki, tuki. Ah, bueno, al revés entonces. Oh, pantalones. ¿Ves? Sábanas cubiertas de polvo y tulipanes secos sobre la cama. En el techo dice Alex Bowsen. ¿Qué significa? No sé. Ropa. +1 a reino de la conciencia. ¿Qué es eso? Pantalones a medida en marrón claro. Normales en todos los aspectos, son absolutamente ordinarios. En pocas palabras, perfecto. Reino de la conciencia. ¿Es nuevo? ¿Me los pongo? ¿Reino de la conciencia será para cuando nos vamos a dormir? A ver, este nos da electroquímica. Tampoco es wow. Nos quita reacción. Ahora tendríamos todo en +1 menos lógica. Creo que son las gafas. Sí. Las gafas nos quitan lógica. Se viene algo. Lo tenía guardado recién acá, pero es lo mismo.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
Descartar el pensamiento y los pantalones. A mí me gustan las cosas normales.
I know you do. These interstellari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this, that's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be.
Pero...
Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you.
Otra vez.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
Porque sigo marcando la casilla de nada de lo anterior en cuanto a política, ¿no?
It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the kingdom of conscience.
Dime dónde está el reino de la conciencia.
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
¿Cómo se provocan dichas circunstancias?
Incrementally.
Perfecto.
History's
No me dice
greatest
nada.
catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place too quickly.
Palabras poderosas.
That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
¿Qué pasa con todas las cosas que van mal ahora?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future.
Eso es verdad. Yo creo que siempre hay que mirar en el presente y hacia el futuro. Lo que pasó, pasó.
You may never live to see the kingdom of conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. but that's no excuse not to keep working. What sang-froid?
¿Cómo es en realidad el
The
reino de la
kingdom is
conciencia?
difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe. Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Hay dos que me dicen rechazar la idea. Simple, mirar al mañana, vivir el presente. No me gusta aceptarlo.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
Ya nos veremos por allí, hermano.
That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
Bueno. Reino de la conciencia, -2 e instinto. Instinto es otro que no uso absolutamente para nada. La angustia es poderosa, pero la democracia es sutil. De forma paulatina comienzas a experimentar cambios en el clima. Cuando nieva, los copos se posan con más suavidad sobre tu consternada frente. Cuando llueve, estás más cálida. La democracia está llegando a la región administrativa. Los ideales del humanismo doloriano se están restableciendo a sí mismos. Como si no, son los ideales de la coalición y la moralista internacional. Esos tíos son de señal azul. No solo son buenos, sino también poderosos. ¿Qué ocurrirá una vez que sus elaborados planes vean la luz? Ok. ¿Pantalones cambiaron en algo? No. ¿Me los puedo sacar? Es la pregunta. Abstracción no lo necesito en este momento. Por ahora los voy a tener puestos. Han cerrado las cortinas blancas para que no se vea el interior. Bien. Viaje rápido desbloqueado. Una piedra de afilar cubierta de óxido. O viaje rápido. ¿Podía hacer viajes rápidos? Hacer viajes rápidos. Me gusta. Pero Tuliram Junk Manis. Materiales de construcción. Quien planease construir esta casa fue de toda prisa. Bueno. Ella. Hablemos con los locales. Un poquitito nomás. Quizás también esté la persona que estamos buscando.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Does he actually know you, or is he just shopkeep friendly?
Yo también me alegra de verte, tronco. ¿De qué estás hablando?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Motricidad, psique, menos moral. Constitución moral, intelecto, salud. Licor medicinal azul por 300. ¿De dónde carajo saca la gente 300 reales? ¿Tronco, nos conocemos de algo?
Sure, friend. You know it.
Don't mind old Rosemary here. He's a buffoon. Let's have a word after your high-concept transactions. I'll give you the lowdown.
Menudo negocio tienes aquí montado.
The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
¿Qué quieres decir?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got everyone on my hook.
Vio la oportunidad, la tomó y la invirtió. Está muy bien. Aunque no me gusta claramente que venda drogas, pero...
Where is it? I can't see it.
Parece que tú también estás enganchado.
Of course, of course, of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people.
¿Por qué el licor le vale 300?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. You know, it's funny, actually.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
¿Qué?
What?
Ok, ¿qué?
This guy, this guy.
Conversation might bring a discount, no?
¿De dónde sacaste la botella?
No, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office.
Perfecto, no me
I got
dice.
one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
Sugerencia.
It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
De acuerdo, ¿cómo?
The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies. Fight 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Don't say it.
¿Por 3? Sí.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Well done. You got it.
Ah, ¿no?
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
Ahora lo vamos a chequear.
Son, you will not kill yourself with this. Not today. So we're going to store this as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for a profit.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
¿Quiere este propina? A ver este.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
¿Pero quién es?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone. Calling her wouldn't make it any better or worse.
Sepan que es una sugestión, no creo que sea eso.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Porque no
He
debería llamar.
snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
Si vas a repetir lo mismo en la próxima pregunta, yo directamente corto la conversación. ¿Dónde
The
estoy?
man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
Perfecto. ¿Qué me puedes contar de tus amigos?
Don't you fucking call her. Hear me? Abigail?
Llevo una importante investigación oficial y te exijo que me respondas.
There's no use in yelling at drunks. He's barely holding it together.
The drunk man starts coughing a really disgusting, hacking cough. He does not sound well at all.
Perfecto.
Don't call Abigail.
Líquido tintado de un azul sobrenatural, del tipo que podría o no brillar, pero que desde luego brilla en la oscuridad. Un 98,7% alcohol puro, manténlo alejado de cualquier fuente de calor. La pregunta es, ¿a quién se lo puedo vender?
Hey, Tequila!
Me gusta. Está bien, está bien, está bien. Baja su Pilsner y extiende la mano para
Good
saludar.
to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Vamos a
So
estrecharle la
what's
mano.
happening?
¿Tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the high concept reality based adventures proceeding?
Espiral de infortunio se
He says
llama.
it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang.
He vuelto a la realidad para conquistarla, para doblegarla a mi voluntad. Yo soy la ley.
That's the spirit. I used to shape reality into my image a long time ago. Those days are over now.
¿Por qué repite lo de Lycra?
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom's Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks.
¿Qué hacéis aquí?
We are saving the world.
Please. Please.
Okay,
No lo
we're
pienso
drinking.
escuchar otra vez.
We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
Es un Tequila Sunset, no deja de
It's
decirlo.
you. Your Tequila Sunset.
¿Cómo lo sabes?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
No, you sure don't.
No.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
Lo más seguro es que tomamos de esta botella para que se nos pase la memoria y ahora vamos a poder saber qué hacer. Adelante.
Mm-hmm. Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords.
Ujú.
Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Nos conocimos el viernes.
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story.
Esto puede ser
Stop
bueno.
interrupting.
Deja de interrumpir, te voy a meter una cachetada.
You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
¿Qué pasó después?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in. Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs.
No me va a gustar esto.
The time hath come!
Soy el policía del
So,
apocalipsis,
naturally,
entonces.
being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, the time hath come for Tequila sunset, the end of all things.
Oh, Dios, ¿qué pasó después?
Your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty and through the ice.
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole Tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Mi verdadero nombre es Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother.
Cállate, borracho. Posta que da bastante vergüenza descubrir lo que pasó. A ver, ya sabemos que pillamos el pozo.
It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Sí.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
¿Le conté algo más específico acerca de la persona que me
You
jodió?
were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Abigail!
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Mencioné haber perdido algo más.
Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy.
Para ser un borracho se acuerda bastante. Este debe ser el clásico
In
tranquilo.
retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Dije algo de mis colegas.
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
No.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Este va a ser el último. Dije algo acerca del caso.
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
No necesito más
It's a
nada.
hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
Te caracterizás por contar historias. ¿Te gustaría contarme más en otra ocasión?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
Sí, ya escuché
Is what you
suficiente.
almost say. But the words choke in your throat. Do you really want to miss out on all this good stuff? Perhaps it's significant.
No.
Exactly. So you know what to say.
Oh, maldita sea.
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
You might get scammed here.
Tengo la sensación de que va a salir caro.
No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution. A little motivational package.
¿Cigarrillos?
Booze.
Mm.
Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
No te voy a dar alcohol.
In that case, I'm not a storyteller.
Perfecto, nos
You
vemos.
too, Tequila Sunset.
No le voy a dar más nada. O sea, no... ¿Por qué seguir alimentando eso? Bueno, llegamos otra vez a la parte esta. Niños, ¿todo bien? Por lo menos no son
The
culos.
scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Hey, ¿dónde está tu madre?
The kids don't reply, absorbed in their little game.
Listo, chau chicos. Es enorme esto. Una jardinera que no tiene nada plantado, tal vez en primavera. Cuesta distinguir nada, pero los colores cálidos y acogedores resultan hospitalarios. El graffiti hace legible la placa. Ok, ¿qué más hay acá? Pero qué puto enorme esto. Unas letras oxidadas. Masud. Partes de auto me parecen. ¿Dónde me estoy metiendo? El agua corre desde el oeste. La fuente viene corriendo arriba. ¿Una tubería rota? Un poquito más de dinero. Che, fuera de joda, es puto enorme esto. Ok, quiero chusmear esto. El neumático trasero de un carruaje motorizado adorna estos juncales. Lo peor es que yo no sé bien dónde estaría. O sea, choza de los pescadores sería... nosotros cruzamos por acá. Están los columpios, deberíamos estar acá. O sea que nos falta todavía esto, esto y supongo que aquello. Es un montón. Viaje rápido desbloqueado, iglesia. Bien. El ritmo rápido de una percusión. La música procede de algún lugar en el hielo. Sientes la sombra de un edificio enorme extendiéndose sobre ti, la iglesia. El letrero pone Saint Brun 1147. Distingues bancos polvorientos entre las sombras. Parece que faltan muchos. Un altar envuelto en la oscuridad, o algo así. Está demasiado oscuro para saberlo. Ah, si no tengo la linterna, literal no puedo hacer nada ahí. Bien. Amarillo. Lleno de agujeros. ¿Podría esconder un tesoro? Mira adentro. Alcohol Potent Pilsner. Es un puente levadizo. Tan solo se puede bajar desde el otro lado. Un banco de peces se apiña en torno al poste de la valla. Después se dispersa en la oscuridad. No. Dios. Ahí. Más cosas. Y más cosas. Está bien. Las cosas seguramente las vendan en algún punto. Dios, que hay una cantidad de cosas. Bueno, por ahora vamos a rodear hasta esta parte. Hacer esto debió requerir mucha paciencia. Pintado con tonos pastel, alguien intenta traer alegría al mundo. La frecuencia no puede ser tan baja. Basura de alguna fiesta interminable. Una barra clavada en el hielo mantiene la tienda erguida. Más marcas tribales. Este poste está cubierto de pequeños humanoides.
A pane of eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
¿Qué es esto?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
The
Vamos a
pane
empujarlo.
falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
We should ask that girl on the ice what's going on here.
La joven.
A shaggy-looking girl in
Celia.
her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh. Hello there.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Marchuki. Muchacha, te vas a morir de frío. ¿Dónde está tu gorro?
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
He dicho que deberías ponerte un gorro.
So should you.
Yo tengo puesto un gorro.
You don't have to do anything.
No entiendo esto. Yo no tengo que hacer nada. Solo la ley, tú debes hacer lo que la ley diga.
Real cool.
Way to abuse that power, man, she says, thinking you can't hear her. She bats away your questions like flies. She's not intimidated by mere police officers.
La ley dice que tienes que... Te estoy obligando a usar un gorro. Te vas a morir de frío.
What kind of law says that?
La ley del gorro, la ley de las estaciones. ¿De qué estamos hablando? Hemos acabado. La ley de aceptaciones. Te podrás enfermar si no lo
Yeah,
haces.
well. Look, man, fuck the hat.
Your pulse rises.
¿Cómo?
What did she just say? That's not how a civilian is supposed to address an officer of the law. Your eyes are fixed on her as everything gets very still. Dangerously so.
8 maldito por ciento. Yo pensé que iba a ser algo divertido. Disculpa, ¿qué acabas de decir?
She looks down, pretending to be busy with the device. Make her meet your eyes. The kid isn't arrogant. She's just afraid to look you in the eye. You already put her in her place.
Soy policía. Te recomiendo que no emplees ese lenguaje
You're
conmigo.
right. I shouldn't have sworn. I'm sorry.
Ah.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. Most men wouldn't exactly call her pretty. There is a manliness to her, a coarseness.
Información que no necesitaba. Bien, tengo que hacerte unas preguntas.
Okay.
¿Cómo te llamas?
A cell.
¿Tu apellido?
Why?
¿No te acabo de decir que soy policía?
Okay, it's Burger.
Adelberger. ¿Qué es ese chisme que tienes ahí?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
Se lo podría haber pedido a esta chica. ¿Y los cables?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
¿Es un micrófono de contacto?
A contact
Pensábamos
mic
que es.
records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
What? Información que... ¿Alguna noticia en el nombre de mi esposa y de mi madre?
No. You're welcome.
Pero si no me dijiste nada... Oh, odio enciclopedia. ¿Cómo funciona ese chisme?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Literal, odio enciclopedia. La odio. ¿Dónde conseguiste el micrófono?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
¿Es el Pariseo?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
What the fuck? Literal, what the fuck? ¿Por qué? ¿Quién es
Oh
Arno?
yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
No, vamos a hablar de
Yes?
otra cosa porque no me quiero ir mucho de tema. ¿Tiene que ver con Mike el directo?
Yeah, I record stuff with it.
No, Mike el directo, el boxeador.
No. This is a contact microphone. It's for recording inside solid objects. Contact mic just beats people up.
That's not fair. And an understatement.
Dios. Mike el directo. Es mucha pelota.
An entire litany spews forth.
Mm, me gusta cualquiera de las dos, ¿eh?
Man, you are one weird cop.
Sí. Diría que soy casi normal respecto al micrófono y dejando ya a Mike a un
You do
lado.
understand it all just sounds like Mike to me, right?
Tengo unas preguntas que no tienen relación del
Okay.
micrófono. ¿Qué haces con el frío que hace?
Recording, I guess.
¿Qué es lo que estás grabando?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
¿Para qué son las
The
grabaciones?
musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Ujú.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be like a music place anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device, the thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish, very useless all of a sudden.
Take this, your call.
No man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that.
It's okay.
Me mira.
Thanks.
Te voy a dar mi gorro. Se lo ganó. Honestamente. Garito de música, ¿a qué te referías?
The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
¿Los chicos?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
¿Cómo es que tú estás aquí fuera y los chicos en la tienda?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
¿Cómo qué?
Music stuff mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
Son unos hijos de puta. ¿Por qué no dejar algo fuera para que no tengas algo que
That stuff is
congelarte?
more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
Te quiero ver con el gorro puesto, Negri, ¿eh?
Go ahead.
Por favor.
The device is still warm from her
Sí.
touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
Que a tu edad tengas que sentarte en el hielo, sintiéndote miserable como te sientes. Con este tiempo y con la oscuridad de la noche al caer, lo lamento.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
La gente que construyó este mundo tenía la intención de que fuera mejor para ti, pero fracasaron. Es más fácil vivir en ese fracaso con esto a tu lado.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
No es un sueño infantil. Puede que sea tu arma contra todo lo que se te viene.
What is?
Pero la puta madre. Recuerda cómo Michael directo ascendió desde los barrios bajos de Saint-Baptiste hasta la cima del mundo del boxeo, superando la adversidad y un grave trauma cerebral. No hay nada que él no pudiera noquear en 3 asaltos. La verdadera lucha es por la actitud correcta. Nada, siempre y cuando conserves esto. No tengas miedo.
Okay. I'll stick to it.
Something changes between you two. She looks at you differently now. As an equal. A fellow human being.
So thanks, I
Hicimos
guess,
bien.
for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
No me carcome nada.
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
Ah, perdón que se hizo re largo el diálogo con esta chica, pero... acá. Justo acá. Supongo que hay cierto algo que ha hecho que mi vida... Ha hecho de mi vida un infierno.
What is it?
Tribulaciones de la clase obrera. La gente sigue anteponiendo sus intereses egoístas al bien común.
Oh, really? So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress. Okay, so you're not that upset,
Le
it
dije,
sounds
estoy
like.
muy angustiado por el estado de las cosas.
And you're sure it's social progress you're distressed about, and not, I don't know, some chick?
Ahora que lo mencionás, encontré unas cartas que había tirado a la basura. Puede que tengan algo que ver con esto.
Okay, why'd you think that?
Tienen letra de mujer y, caray, leerlas me sienta fatal.
There you have it then, chick trouble. Not political after all. Who was she?
No me acuerdo.
Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Are
Recuerdo
you sure
solo.
you don't remember
Eso es
anything about
todo.
her?
Es romántico, ¿eh?
Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you?
Sí, estoy seguro. ¿Por qué si no habría sufrido de la reacción que
How
sufrí?
come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing?
Me emborraché tanto que borré por completo
Yeah.
todo.
Or it might be that. This one time I did so much booze that I forgot too.
It's obvious she's done more than booze.
Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Kingstone wank.
¿Eh? ¿Qué es eso?
You know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Kingstone are mostly rich.
Pues gracias por la chorrada psicológica.
You're welcome. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten though. Just my opinion. If it itches, don't scratch.
Yes, but it itches really, really bad.
Eso es todo.
Okay, bye.
Teníamos otro gorro, ¿no? No, perfecto. Y ni siquiera me acuerdo que me daba el gorro. No pasa nada, se lo hicimos bien, hicimos bien.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
It's safe to assume this is their leader, or at least he thinks he is.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
Huh.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Huele a sudor y a detergente para la ropa, además de un vestigio de éter. Un montón de aerosoles nasales de la marca Nosapred. ¿Un altavoz? ¿O esto? Oh, no lo llegué a leer, maldita sea. Recipientes llenos de lo que parece ser agua. En la etiqueta pone destilada. Bueno.
You see a youngish man
Andre.
touching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand.
meet you.
His
Eh.
grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
And Egghead. Egg!
Cabeza de huevo.
Together with a Cell Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
¿Qué haces aquí?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
¿Por qué estaba tan...?
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
¿Necesitas algo?
Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
No entendí un carajo. ¿De qué estás hablando?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads.
Es verdad.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened.
Son buenos pibes.
Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that in Revachol.
Strike that. The world.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads.
Soy policía, yo sé lo malo que son.
Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
No toleraré narcómanos de ningún tipo. Nada de narcómanos en mi guarida.
Yes, yes. And the worst part is, they're also spooky.
¿Qué quieres decir con
I was
espeluznante?
hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
Vamos a aceptarlo. Me parece bien. Pastilleros.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy.
¿Cuál es el estado?
Asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. A padlock. It's a temporary fix. Just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
¿Qué hay de la llave?
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
Policía guay.
You sense the trajectory.
Sí.
The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left. Ka-ching! The key hits
Ah,
you.
pensé que iba a mostrar.
The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Regodarte con la gloria del momento.
Man with ribcage-shaped suspenders looks at you, standing there, with a goofy grin on your face. The word august, used as an adjective, that's how cool it feels to be old and cool in the eyes of the young. Let's face it, you're near death, yet bathed in the golden rays of stately grandeur, like a late summer's day.
Como tiene que ser. Cuando llevan esas personas encerradas.
Not long? Like a week, maybe?
Seguro que no se murieron.
I'm
maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Sí, no es suficiente.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry too. I guess it wasn't very hardcore of us to just lock them in like that. Me too. I shouldn't have that kind of power over another person. I'm not the one with the violence monopoly here. You are. I'm glad that key is out of my hands now. Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Me gustaría preguntarte sobre la tienda.
What?
¿A qué viene tanto nosaped?
What now?
Las botellas de spray nasal.
Oh, the old Ultra. We,
Sí, se están drogando.
He's like an actor looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
A mí me parece que estás bien.
Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now. Nosafed is the shit.
Cambiemos de tema.
Yes. What?
Trajiste tu propio agua.
Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even is running water.
Destilé y todo.
Oh. It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of. He
Bien,
nods
no más preguntas.
enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved. Okay.
Claro que
So
sí.
the speed freaks want to start a club for dance music. That much checks out. Youths like music. You feel as though you might have liked music more when you were young, too. But you digress.
Y luego está la drogodependencia.
Indeed. So one of them came upon the abandoned church. They want to turn it into a club for dance music, but agents of narcomania have plus, and it has to be considered. You can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. That settles it. Analysis complete.
Ah, bueno, ya que estamos,
Out.
¿quién es exactamente esa gente que hay en esta iglesia?
I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
Ni siquiera los has visto y quieres involucrar a la policía.
There's also the machinery. When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there. One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it. Andre, tell him about the feeling. Oh,
Otra vez la presencia.
thing in there with us, watching us from the dark. No, the other one. Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg. Felt like silence. Awful silence.
Pero no vieron físicamente a nadie.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
¿Me puedes contar más de la maquinaria?
Annoyed about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from
Esto sí es raro.
Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
Una emisora es NAF.
Like wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human, as in a ghost. Do you know what he means?
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man. Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
Los cangrejos no trepan en el techo.
Stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behavior.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures
Ujú.
and not known for climbing walls.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there. You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
Sí, ¿cómo puedes estar seguro de que son perdedores y yonkis si no los viste?
Honestly, I can't, but I am.
This is a below feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
Hey now, I'm 70% sure they're substance abusers. Don't let all that technology fool you. Where do you think the drugs come from? Sure. What?
¿Quiénes son?
That's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
¿Qué quiere decir con meteoro, no?
You know, of Meteo. Concerning Meteo.
¿Qué es el partido fundador?
I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization. And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the innocentic system, no? You're right, they do.
Para cortarlo. Literal, para cortarlo.
And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance. Love is hardcore. Unity. Unity. Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
Oh. Sube el volumen y me mira. Me siente con complicidad, como si fuera obvio que te vas a arrancar a bailar. ¿Cómo podría el partido fundador no estar entusiasmado? La música dance aboga por el amor, al igual que la iglesia pericarnassiana.
He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of pericarnassianism.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
No tiene absolutamente ningún sentido esto. Pero me llama mucho la atención lo de las máquinas y que hayan cables en el agua.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving. You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if, they get this club going. You've got it in you.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Ok. Ok. O sea. Bueno, al final no hicimos un carajo de lo que teníamos que hacer el día de hoy. No vamos a investigar ahora lo de la iglesia.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the seat.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
No sabría decir, tengo que hacerte unas
Shoot.
preguntas. Me dijeron que entraste a la iglesia. ¿Qué viste?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
She's less prone to blurt it out, crab man, than the others.
La veremos. Dime.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Continúa.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall, upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me, right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
¿Qué aspecto tenía el hombre
It
cangrejo?
was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on, she obviously could. She already went into detail.
He looked like
Vamos.
a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
A crab and a banger?
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
Te creo.
Why?
¿Te ganarías con una patraña así?
Nothing. Anyway, what else?
Dame el
It's
garito
supposed to
musical.
become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah,
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking, like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice. There will never be a club for anodic music here.
Sí.
Not in a million years.
¿Qué es la
you know,
música?
anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Comprendo. Con respecto a
What
la
do you need to
iglesia.
know?
Basta
Go
hablar de la
ahead.
iglesia. ¿Estás
Well,
cómoda
it's
con
just
el
questioning,
interrogatorio?
You're just questioning me. It's what cops do.
Fast and clean, a good one. Can't quite say it's a lie, but it feels like one. She's better at lying than she'd like everyone to know.
¿Te han interrogado antes?
Once or twice, yeah. I'm sorry I haven't had the Revershaw experience they get east of the river.
¿En qué problemas te
The
metiste?
usual. I had a shitty run as a teenager.
¿Qué es lo típico?
You know, drinking, getting into fights. The ugly stuff that happens when you move out your parents' place at 13. In Forberg.
Interesting term. Time to glean some knowledge.
¿Qué te empujó a
My dad was a
mudarte?
drunk. Plus, I guess, I just wanted to drink too, you know. Get my party on.
La juega a ver la música dijo, todo es dañino para ti, deberías tomarme a mí como ejemplo de advertencia.
She nods very cautiously.
Perfecto. Listo. Cerrado el asunto. Vámonos de acá a la mierda, porque ya nos fuimos muy al carajo. Es más, ni siquiera sé si es acá donde tengo que estar. Devolviéndote la mirada de este agua de color óxido como tú. Perfecto. Ah, no, tú. Está bien. Nada, nada, nada. Acá hay una casa que no entré. Una señora. A ver. Completado. Perfecto. Acá podemos hacer algo. Puntos de habilidad 2. ¿Este me pide más? Subir de nivel. ¿Qué podemos subir de nivel? Ahora lo vemos. Bueno, lo vemos para el próximo. Señora, la bandera. Tiene los ojos
You're not
cerrados.
sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot suzerainty.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
No puede ver cómo supo que estaba aquí.
I still have a golden ear. Come, come. Oh,
Inclinamos.
welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble
Claramente no
either.
es de las que tiene que firmar.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Lo
Oh,
resolvemos.
of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
¿He estado aquí antes?
No, not you personally. I meant the
Era
RCM.
obvio, pero bueno.
Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over. He was brooding. Needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
¿Qué clase de mal
Oh,
presagio?
the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
Un perro negro. Un mal presagio, de acuerdo.
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
Maybe they are afraid. Because
qué?
you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Hábleme de usted.
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if
Nadie.
that's what you're asking. And my
Es
married name
nadie,
is Sadie.
nunca.
Now it's your turn, Mr. Quite a handle you
Tequila,
got
sunset.
there. So many titles. One of them double.
Me pidieron que consiguiera su firma, sí es esta.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all the scribble. Tell me what it says.
Ebrard quiere convertir parte de la aldea en un pequeño centro
Ah.
juvenil.
I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
Ok. ¿Dónde puedo encontrarla?
She's right over there. The dark-haired woman, leaning over the railing.
Bien, le pregunto a
Yes.
ella primero.
You do that. can't let fat Mr. Clay down now, can you?
She is not impressed by a cop running errands for a local bigwig. Not at all.
No le voy a preguntar más nada. Bien, tenemos una de dos personas por lo menos. Gente, lo dejamos acá. Ahora sí, próximo capítulo vamos a concretar la parte de la aldea. Quizás exploremos un poco más, pero me quiero centrar un poco en... porque se nos está pasando el tiempo. Quizás no me... Bueno, interactuar y no hay un carajo. Quizás no me... Se me olvidó lo que estaba diciendo. Sí, me entretuve demasiado con los diálogos encontrando cosas. Quizás exploremos el resto de la aldea. Lo dudo por el horario. Lo más seguro es que hagamos el tema este de las firmas. Vamos con Ebrard. Vamos a consultar al soldado ese. Esta es. Perfecto. Vamos a guardarlo acá. Bien, como dije, el próximo capítulo vamos a buscar esto de las firmas. Tenemos que ir a llevárselo a Brad. Tenemos que hablar con el mercenario este, preguntarle de las cositas. O por lo menos ver qué tipo de diálogos no sé, extra nos da. Y a partir de ahí vemos qué hacemos. Probablemente se nos haga de noche y podemos ir a hablar con el muchacho misterioso del edificio. Quizás el muchacho misterioso es la comadreja y ya se ha muerto. Dudo porque él estaba en el edificio y la comadreja está fuera del edificio. Pero bueno. Bien, gente. Si les gustó el video, dejen su buen like. ¿Sí? Como siempre, si les gusta Disco Elysium, si les gustó el video. Intenté darle un poco de gracia con esa tirada de 8% y me salió el tiro por la culata, pero bueno. Ya vamos a tener buenas interacciones, ¿sí? Sé que el juego presenta comedia. Yo prefiero jugarlo como, digamos, un juego normal, ¿sí? Qué sé yo, cada uno disfruta las cosas como quiere, ¿no? Dejen en sus comentarios qué les pareció este video, qué les parece el canal, qué les parece todo, ¿sí? Como siempre les digo, sin spoilers, nada de spam. Nada de spam, ¿sí? Si les gusta lo que hago, les gusta el contenido que hago, por el momento es poco, recién empezamos, ¿sí? Recién empiezo. Denle a suscribirse para decirme sí, me gusta lo que estás haciendo, dale para adelante. Recuerden que si le dan a suscribirse, denle a la campanita para que les salga notificación cuando se sube un nuevo video. Gente, sin más, espero que les haya gustado. No se te muevan. Saluditos.